Ladies and Gentiles, my name is Tim. Thanks for joining us at GITV. We have a really cool gun in the studio today. I am talking about the Echo One Lone Wolf. This is a prototype that Echo One sent us so that we could do the video. Thanks guys at Echo One. This thing is really cool. As far as I know, this is Echo One's first endeavor into gas blowback pistols. And number one, they chose a really cool gun to make, and number two, they did a really great job doing it. This is the Lone Wolf Timberwolf Echo One version, obviously. For those of you that don't know, this is not a Glock replica. Well, kind of. Lone Wolf is a company that makes Glock upgrade parts and enhancements. So this is a Timberwolf frame from Lone Wolf with a G17 slide on it. And this is a really, really cool gun. There's a lot of great features on here that aren't on a regular Glock, such as the ergonomic pistol grip. It feels really great in your hands, and it actually feels a little more like a 1911. So if you're a 1911 guy like myself, this is going to feel very familiar, and it's going to feel very nice. This thing also has adjustable back straps. So there's a thicker back strap installed on the gun, but there's a smaller one in the box. So if you have smaller hands, or if you just like the feel of that type of grip, then you can switch the back strap out and you'll have that. There's also some added safety features built into this gun that aren't on a regular Glock. This metal plate where you would normally find the serial number for the Glock, if you slide that back, the trigger is inoperable. So it's an actual functional safety in addition to the trigger safety. So in respects, this is more safe than a real Glock, if you think about it, because that's one of the cool things about Glock. You know, they advertise that their gun is really safe. This is even more safe than that. Other features on this thing include front-forward cocking serrations on the slide. The sights are just like regular Glock sights. They have the dot and bracket on the rear to make target acquisition very simple. This thing has a beaver tail built into the frame to help manage recoil. Now obviously this is an airsoft gun, so we don't have a lot of recoil, at least in comparison to the real gun. However, this thing is really, really solid. I have this thing filled up with green gas. Let's fill it up with .20 gram BBs and head to the chrono. I have no idea what this thing shoots. This literally just came in the studio yesterday, and I'm having a lot of fun playing around with it. Alright, so it looks like our Lone Wolf Timberwolf by Echo One shoots around 300 FPS or so with green gas and .20 gram BBs, which is perfect for a gas blowback pistol. Some features that I didn't mention in the previous section of the video are the threaded barrel. I think that would have been obvious though. And the fact that this thing has a metal slide, so it's built very much like the real gun. It has a metal slide and a polymer frame to keep weight down. And like I've already mentioned, this thing feels great. I really wish I could translate this feeling of firing this gun through the camera, but you're just going to have to live vicariously through me for now. Other details about the gun, such as the price, is not set in stone yet. Echo One say that they're probably going to price it around 130 bucks or so. But remember that this is a prototype, so anything in this video is subject to change upon its release. Speaking of the release, again, it's up in the air, but Echo One hopes to release this thing shortly after SHOT Show, so that's in a couple of weeks. We should see this thing on the shelves as early as late January, early February, but like I said, this is a prototype, so any information is subject to change. I really hope that they produce this gun really, really soon. This is really a really neat gun, and for 130 bucks, it's got great value. Oh, did I mention that this thing is compatible with Tokyo Marui parts? I don't think so. So if you have a TMG17, your magazines will fit in here, and any upgrade parts that are made for the TMG17 will also work in this thing, such as high flow valves, recoil springs, you name it. If it's made for the G17 TM, it's made for this thing as well. Check out the Echo One Lone Wolf on Airsoft GI. You're definitely going to see this thing as soon as Echo One releases it. My name is Tim, and thanks for watching GITV.